Hi, my name's Leela Grace here at Rose City Folk School, and I'm excited to be offering some online banjo classes coming up very soon. I have beginning banjo. That's for anyone who has never played the banjo before, or maybe you've played a little bit and you're just trying to get a really solid start. You can sign up at my website, rosecityfolkschool.com. The classes will be held via Zoom, and I've actually discovered it works surprisingly well if you have a decent internet connection and a device that you can put the Zoom app on and a 5-string banjo, then you're good to go. Clawhammer banjo, if you're not familiar with it, is a beautiful older style that originated from the enslaved people who were brought to the United States from Africa, and the banjo is in origin an African-American instrument, and it's not to be confused with some of the other styles of banjo that you may be familiar with. Pete Seeger played a unique style that's related to clawhammer but not the same. There's the Scruggs or bluegrass style that you've probably heard a lot, that's played with metal finger picks and different roll patterns. Clawhammer is basically the same pattern played with the hand over and over. So we'll be starting from the very beginning, and I'll be breaking everything down, and there will be handouts and videos as well as some audio files that you can practice along with. In essence, clawhammer, sometimes known as frailing or old time, is played with the back of the fingernail and the thumb, and you strike the strings in a sort of hammering motion, and you basically do this repetitive pattern. So you'll spend a lot of time working on that, and then we'll learn some chords, which are pretty simple, because the first chord you'll learn, you're already tuned to it in your first tuning. And then we'll start learning some other techniques that can make a more complex melody, like the slide and the pull-off and the hammer-on. And by the end, you'll be able to play a couple of songs and tunes. One of them is Cripple Creek. And if you continue on to Banjo 2, which starts the week after Banjo 1 ends, you'll learn even more complex techniques, including drop thumb, combining those techniques into more complex melodies such as this one. And the next thing we'll do, if you continue into Banjo 2, is learn how to use the capo and alternate tunings to play in a wider variety of keys. So we'll learn this tune. That's Liza Jane. Then we'll go into another tuning called the modal tuning, and we'll learn Cluck Old Hen. Called Spotted Pony. So I hope you'll join me, and don't be intimidated. I will make sure that everything is broken down very clearly Even if you have no musical experience, you can keep up with this. And if you practice a lot, by the end of 12 weeks, you could be playing some of the tunes I just played for you. Maybe not quite that fast, but you'll be getting there. So I hope you'll join me and find out how much fun it is to make your own music. Get in touch if you have any questions. Check out my website and you can register there.